Good morning, Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary on Friday, July the 25th. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk markets here and get into what we expect in our trading session. All right, overnight markets here. We're seeing dollar stronger. That usually puts a little pressure against our grains, particularly the wheat market. If we scroll down to wheat, we're 3 to 4 cents weaker as the overnight session is just closed. Nat gas and crude oil are fractionally higher along with the stock market. We closed Wednesday night at 64.04, and we're 64.07, almost 64.08. So we've gone sideways to nowhere in the stock market in the last 24 hours. Gold and silver a little bit softer. And speaking of going nowhere, corn and beans. We're two lower corn, beans down almost 7, and we are in a sideways range at best here right now. It's going to be tough, and we're going to struggle on rallies. But remember, just last Friday, we were up about 429 or so for a high in corn and beans, close to 1040. So we have dropped off of our highs on Friday. And the fact that we're trading lower going into the weekend, that's a change from the last several Fridays. Our Fridays have been a day where we've seen a market rally on the Friday and then head lower during the Sunday night and early part of the week. And that is a little concerning that we are already trading lower here in the grains. And as I mentioned, the wheat futures 3-4 cents weaker in the night session. So I'll be doing RFD TV this morning, 8:15 Central Time. Hope you have a chance to check that out. Make sure you go to our website. You can sign up for our daily newsletters, so you get a video like this every morning and every evening, as well as a newsletter sent to your email box. The closing commentaries at night. You can trade hedging ideas and spec recommendations. So hope you have a chance to check that out and see if we can help you out with some marketing trading ideas. All right, let's talk markets and news here. So very hot and dry conditions going to persist here through the end of the month, but temperatures moderate with additional moisture in the month of August. In fact, the 6, 10-day and 8 to 14-day forecasts have moderate temperatures and above normal precipitation in their outlooks. This is what the trade's focused on, is that longer-term forecast that has cooling temperatures and a little bit more precipitation. It's not just the grains, but you look at natural gas and crude oil, all these markets that are affected by weather, they're all looking, having bearish trends here because of these weather conditions. Today is option expiration for the August grain options. Then first notice day for August futures is the 31st. That's coming up here quickly, so you don't want to be long going into that. Wheat Quality Council Tour has wrapped up, where they survey the state of North Dakota. That's our biggest spring wheat producing state. They came up with a yield of 49 bushels per acre. Now that's 10 bushels below current USDA estimate, and that would be even with last year's numbers, but it is above the tour average of 44.6 bushels per acre. I don't think the market's going to react much to this tour results because it is so far under the USDA. It's kind of taken with a grain of salt as far as maybe the accuracy goes. So not a lot of news for the grains here, but it is concerning that we're not seeing any type of strength in the markets going into the weekend. Cattle and feed report comes out this afternoon, 2 o'clock Central Time. There's also a semi-annual cattle inventory report and a monthly cold storage report, all released at the same time this afternoon. A Bloomberg survey has cattle on feed supplies at 99.1% with placements at 98.2%. And markings at 96.2. So a lot of information coming out today. This report, cattle and feed, looks to be a little bit friendly for the market here. So that's a positive that should keep us pretty well supported throughout the trading session. There was some cash cattle trade in the South at 230 to 231 live. That's steady to $1 higher than last week. And that's a positive for the market here. So the fact that we're seeing stronger cash trade despite weakness in the box beef and slipping packer margins is friendly. It really supports the August contract. The rest of the months, I think, could be a little bit softer, but certainly August is going to stay very close to the cash markets. Unless this cash comes down, August is still too cheaply discounted. President Trump did announce this morning an agreement that Australia will accept U.S. beef for the first time in history. Now, two similar agreements. We don't know the quantities or tonnage. We don't know details, but it is an announcement that they are willing to accept beef. So it's similar to other deals. It's a good sign that things are getting accomplished We just don't know what it all exactly means or how much product, but it does open up additional U.S. market. That is a big one for the first time in a long, long time. We import a lot of beef from Australia, and they don't take much from the United States, so they're going to start. So that's a good starting point, and can't judge it yet how effective that is, but it is a good starting point for our U.S. beef producers. So we'll look for additional cash trade to develop today. As always, if you have questions on anything, reach out to us. This has been Brian Hoops from Midwest Markets. Have a great day, good luck, and good trading.